Located just off the lagoon side of North Loi Island, on the east reef of the Kwajalein Atoll, is the wreck of the LCU-22. This was a U.S. Army utility craft which was intentionally scuttled in January 1971 by the Kwajalein Marine Department when it became too old and leaky for continued repair or use. This vessel was originally designated as a LCT, which stands for Landing Craft Tank. This type is a LCT Mark VI, identified by the fact that the pilot house is offset to the starboard side. Previous versions, such as the LCT Mark IV and Mark V, had the pilot house in the center of the vessel near the stern. The Mark VI had a length of 119 feet and a beam of 33 feet, and it had a crew of 12. Armament was usually light, often consisting of only a single or dual machine gun mount on both sides of the ship. During the course of World War II, 965 Mark VIs were built by 9 different shipyards. LCTs were designed to deliver tanks to invasion beachheads during Allied amphibious operations, and they also delivered trucks and other motorized vehicles. And like many other types of landing craft, they were also used when needed to carry and deploy troops. Following World War II, many LCTs were given to the post-war navies of several Allied countries, and an unknown number were also given to the U.S. Army. In 1956, the designation was changed from LCT to LCU, which stands for Landing Craft Utility. Due to gaps in the historical record, it is not known exactly when the U.S. Army received this craft from the Navy. This photo, taken by former Kwajalein resident Scott Johnson, is the only known photo of LCU-22 in service. The compartments on both sides at the main deck level contain the crew living spaces. The forward compartment on the port side contained berthing for up to 10 crew members, with most of the racks stacked 3 high. The compartment was stripped out prior to the LCU being scuttled, so all that remains is an empty space. The aft compartment on the port side was a crew galley. Most of the equipment was stripped out of this area as well, although the galley stove is still in the corner. Moving to the starboard side, the forward compartment also contained berthing for up to 9 crew members. The forward part of the compartment was usually reserved for the skipper unless there were visitors aboard that needed the extra bunks. The aft compartment on the starboard side was directly below the pilot house. This space contained the crew washroom, which had the sinks, heads, a shower, and also a hatch leading to the engine room spaces below. The LCU Mark VI was powered by 3 diesel engines, which were manufactured by the Gray Marine Motor Company. All 3 screws are still present on the wreck, and the assemblies in between are called rudder skegs. Their purpose was to protect the rudders when the LCU beached in shallow water to offload its cargo. Moving up to the aft railing, it's not unusual to see nurse sharks resting on the deck, and they never seem to mind when divers are around. Our next stop on the tour is the pilot house. The helm assembly where the ship's wheel was, as well as the engine, telegraph, and throttle controls, can still be seen. At the top of the pilot house is the open bridge. There isn't much to see here, so this spot and the mast are easy to explore towards the end of the dive. And on days with good visibility, this is a great spot to check out the wreck from above. Although LCU-22 is one of the lesser known and lesser dived wrecks, it is still well worth at least one dive for history buffs who want to cross this off their list. And with all the open hatches that allow a diver to see inside, it is a surprisingly fun wreck to visit more than once.